All right, that's just my marker.
Hey man, do you?
All right, yeah. You want to do the intro?
Yo, what up? It's your boy. It's your boys. Smitty.
What up? Welcome back to another episode of Mic'd Up. I don't need the headphones. Mic'd Up, the podcast. And today is a special thing because we just dropped episode 2 and 3 on the same exact day.
2 and 3.
Because we're here and coming with the boom. And also we messed up episode 1.
We?
It's a team effort.
Yes.
And so we're here every week, Wednesday at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. every Wednesday. Mark your
Every day.
calendars.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
7 p.m. You feel me? 7 p.m.
Mark your calendar.
Mark your calendar. So we're here. So let's go over. We're going to go over all the topics for this week.
Let's get
We're
it.
going over. I have a big event on Saturday, Got Soul. We have some new releases coming soon. We have things that I buy.
Wait.
There you go.
That's perfect time.
I literally raised my voice
Uh-huh.
to see if you picked up that cue.
I did. Yeah, it was a little late.
Thanks. All right, I'm gonna move this mic a little bit so it's not my face. And then we have, the Ronnie 2K episode did drop. So go to my YouTube,
Check that out.
youtube.com/Michelangelo F. And you can watch me interview for the season finale for Mic'd Up, the show. This is the podcast. That's the show. And this is Daniel Smith.
Yo.
And then we have, we're talking award shows because the
Yes.
SAG Awards just happened.
Yes.
I think, and then the
AACP award.
ACP
Yeah,
awards just
I'll
happened.
take over from that one.
And then there's a bunch of other awards.
it's award season.
It's award season. There's more awards happening. And then we'll get into the topic because Mic'd Up the Show was actually offered to enter an award show.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
but
man.
I don't ever talk about it because it's PR stuff, and it's we'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll talk to it when we get there.
All right.
And then another thing we'll talk about is collaborations.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I want to talk about collaborations, which will go off with your sports.
Okay.
You will go to your sports and the culture now that we
Okay.
have coming up because there's a big thing happening on Friday. Other than our little brother's birthday. Happy birthday,
like,
Jesse. Happy birthday, Jesse T. Usher, Mr. A-Train.
Mr. A-Train. Happy birthday, my boy.
Happy birthday. We just celebrated your birthday. How was your
did.
birthday?
We did. I just recovered from it. It was a great birthday. Everything I wanted and more. Felt loved. Felt great. Everything I could expect.
And then, you know what else? Actually, I have another topic I want to touch on, which is trending, which always tends to trend,
Okay.
is Nightlife,
Ooh.
based on your birthday.
Okay.
Because there was a unique situation that happened, but it was handled respectfully. So
Okay.
we're not gonna, blow it up out of proportion, and we're not even gonna say the location's name. But so we'll get more onto that topic.
Okay.
Maybe we'll just go straight into that, and let's talk about your birthday. Let's go into this past weekend. Hopefully everybody here had a wonderful weekend. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekend and was out there safe. If you drink, and if you do drink, you're drinking El Cristiano tequila, and you're drinking safely and above the age of 21.
Drink responsibly.
And religiously.
Drink responsibly.
It's a thing. It's a saying that
Is it?
It's a saying that we say at El Cristiano tequila.
Okay.
Yeah, drink
I'm mad at that.
responsibly and religiously because the logo is the resemblance of a cross.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes hand in hand. But not to say do not abuse liquor.
Yes.
I am strongly against the abuse of any substance.
For sure.
Back to the weekend.
Yeah, man. Birthday weekend. It was, like I said before, everything I wanted, everything I
got what
thought
you
it was
wanted?
great. Yeah, it was a great birthday. I had a great time. I had
Was
people-
it different like you were speaking on the last episode?
Yeah. It was something I've never experienced before. I went
You never
to this,
done a supper club before?
Was that what that was?
That's what it's called. It's called a supper club.
Then
Did it
no,
on the
I-
show.
No. Well, yeah, but not in that style. We
Like
went back
50
in
style?
Yeah, we went back in time.
Those are popular now. There's another one called Main Row.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a place called Main Row. It's got LED lights, and they have some guys singing Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
And younger guy, your guy looked like Frank Sinatra. I saw the pictures. Like, sadly, I couldn't make it because I had to work at the shoe store because somebody quit.
Okay, that struck a nerve, but yeah.
But no, so the supper clubs are now becoming a thing. So they've been moving them. They started. I read an article where they started in Miami,
I
coming
can see
back to
that.
life in Miami. Now they're moving them here in LA.
Yeah. Yo, that's dope. I didn't know. I randomly found that place. I Googled it.
What was the place? Let's put a plug in. Come on,
Cicada.
Let's use your platform.
Apparently, it doesn't even need a plug because that's like a big known place in like LA where they do a lot of filming when they need like themed, not even themed. Have you ever seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the movie?
Yes.
There's a scene where, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are dancing in the club or whatever in Havana
So
or whatever.
the location is already constantly being booked for stage. But that's all of downtown. The Reserve.
For the most part,
The Reserve in downtown LA. Good friends of ours. Also a cool place if you guys ever want to go out in downtown. But they get booked for movies all the time. So the place is already getting booked. But what about for the supper club portion of it?
So it's called Cicada. The actual restaurant place is called Cicada. As far as like it's a theme, well, they have different themes too. Like the night before my birthday, it was salsa night. So there was no 1940s theme or anything like that. It was you dress up salsa.
Okay.
Had a guy going. So they have different themes, but it's known for the time travel theme, or like you say, the supper clubs.
Okay.
But it was amazing, man. It's great time, great people, great food, great vibes. If that's what you into, do you guys like to figure out something a little different, something that you've never tried, or maybe
What
that's
was the
just your thing?
process for those listening? Don't know. What was the process of actually going to that actual restaurant and setting things up? You went to their website to pre-book a ticket.
Super easy. You go to their website. Again, you just Google Cicada Restaurant downtown.
We'll put the link in the bio.
Yeah. You just go ahead. You go to their website. They make it super simple. You can just, if you have a large party like I did, you can reserve a table, this and that, blah, blah, email them, or you can call them. The lady's super nice, whoever picks up the phone. Can't remember her name. Told her how many people. She was heck of a lot of helpful.
I think that's a word.
Hell of a helpful.
Yeah, I don't think that's a curse word. You could say that.
All right. Well, she was very helpful. And during the whole process, conversation maybe took 5 minutes. Told me happy birthday. Can't wait to see me. When we got there, a few people were late, but not enough were late. We still had a large group. We went upstairs. Oh, and that's another thing. If you don't want to even do dinner, you can just go upstairs.
Well, what's the price of dinner?
So dinner, it was with admission included, was $125 a person.
How many course meal is that?
3-course meal.
3-course meal, including dessert, or that's
Including
plus
dessert.
dessert?
Oh.
So 3-course meal, that's appetizer,
Appetizer.
dinner, dessert. Okay, so 3-course meal.
Perfect.
$125. And that's not including tax and tips. So
No, so about 140.
Well,
135, depending on how you tip.
That's why I started that. Some cultures don't believe in tipping, so it could be
Depending on how you
125.
tip. It could be
flat.
125.
If the person's doing an amazing job, I believe in a 40% tip. If the person's not doing their job, you got paid for your hourly. You don't need a tip. That's what I feel like.
All right, hey, like you said, everybody has their own. I always, for the unless you got to be doing terrible for me to go.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to be doing terrible for me to even do that. But it's
Right.
You kind of just have to be like, you know what? I don't know why you're not fired.
Right.
That's where I'm at with that. But yeah, so okay, so
But all the service was great.
so we know you only tipped 10% because you said
10 to 15 is usually around. But and then
Is that a little low? Everybody comment.
I mean,
in the
depending on
section.
the place, 10
They
to 15.
ain't cheap with the tipping.
If I go to McDonald's and a tip 5%.
I am not tipping at McDonald's. I am sorry. No.
Put in the comments, Mike's cheap. You don't tip at McDonald's.
Wow, that's crazy. I see what you did there.
No, I do believe now we could talk about tipping. I do believe not every. When did this happen? When do you tip for everything?
Everything.
That's crazy.
Everything. Adam does a skit about it all the time. Adam W. He does it all the time.
Adam W. I hope you.
He does a skit about tipping all the time.
This is insane.
He does a skit about it. He literally changes people's tires. That's for a tip. Everything. Tip everywhere. Even in my shoe store, we set up a new processing system, and it literally asked if I wanted to add a tipping option.
That's insane.
I think some people just try it. When I work at the boba shop, I skip the tip part, which I don't take hourly, so I should just take the tip so that way I actually get some money. But I do skip the tip part because I'm just like, you know what? This is my job. This is what I want to do. This is my business. I'm not gonna I don't know, ask for a tip.
I think it's the younger generation of like workers.
It's the
workforce.
American. No, because nobody. I mean, remember in Australia?
no,
we were
anywhere
in
outside of
Australia. They were
America.
not tipping. They don't anywhere outside of America. They don't tip. You get paid. You get paid for your job, and only in America where a lot of these jobs, they leverage your tips.
Yeah.
So like in the restaurant field, it's a known thing to get paid lower hourly, and then it gets evened out and goes above with your tips. But if you don't make your your legal hourly, then they still pay your legal hourly. So typically when you're tipping, most of the time in some of these restaurants and some of the bigger ones and some of these food chain restaurants like Applebee's and stuff, you're actually tipping towards that person's actual hourly that they got hired for. Which sucks because, I mean, you, as a company, if you get hired, you should be at least mandatory pay the hourly, and then all the tips are way above it,
I know a hustle when I hear one.
Yeah, it's a big hustle.
It's a big old hustle. But yeah, you don't need to tip for everything. Give me my coffee. Have a good day.
All right. Okay, so then let's go back. So then one for 25.
Yeah, $125 per person.
And then if you don't pay for the dinner, you could pay for the show.
Yeah, the entry is $25.
Just to watch the show, but you're not sitting at a table. You go upstairs to the bar.
Yeah, you're up in the lounge area bar. You are welcome to come down into the dance floor, though. And dance when he's performing and all that. You have access to everything except sitting at a table to eat dinner.
For $25, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. And they have a full bar upstairs.
I bet you some people spend more money doing that than just sitting down for dinner. Because, I mean, when you sit down for dinner plus drinks racked up, how much did you end up spending that night, if you don't mind saying?
Well, it was a group of us, but our bill came out to about $2,000.
$2,000 for how many people?
11 of us.
11. So let's do the math on that. And that's before tip?
No, that was with tip and everything.
That's with the tip.
Yeah,
oh, so
not too bad.
$2,000, about $181 a person.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Not bad.
That's not bad. Did you make dates pay? Did the dates pay for themselves?
Not my date.
You had a
gentleman.
Date.
I did have a date.
Look at that.
And she did not pay. I'm a gentleman. Sometimes.
Okay. That's cool. So then you had a good time. That's cool. So supper clubs. That was a different experience.
Yeah, it was different. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something different that, we didn't always do, or something at least I haven't experienced. And it was great because I had people that didn't work at a shoe store and close up around me that I consider very close to me and got to enjoy that moment. But
what'd you say?
What'd you hear?
Did you say something about not?
No, I was saying I had like people around me that I cherish and love, and minus a few individuals
that came after.
After
I got off work. Actually, I got played. I think you didn't think it was gonna go that late because you told me that dinner would be done by like 10:30, 10.
Well, we got out around 11:30.
No, we didn't meet up till midnight.
Nah, we was there before midnight.
No, it was midnight. I can guarantee.
It was close to it.
It was 12:06 a.m.
Oh, maybe. We left downtown like 11:30 though, 11:40.
30-minute drive down to Hollywood. All right, so then just to give you guys an insight, then we went to Davy Wayne's, and then we did. If you haven't been to Davy Wayne's, it's a place in Hollywood that is that 70s show. It's not a rocker. It's that 70s show. It's literally somebody's living room. That's the way the bar looks. They also carry out Cristiano tequila. And then you walk in through a fridge and you're literally inside. What's the main character's name on that 70s show? I know
the most
Deborah.
famous one is Fez.
No, not Fez.
He's the most famous one.
Basically, you walk into that guy, Eric in
the basement.
Eric's basement, and that's literally what Davy Wayne's is, and it's a super vibe. They have a great DJ that spins old school songs and has a live band almost every night. And on Mondays, we do an industry night with El Cristiano Tequila. So I do suggest going there. So we went to Davy Wayne's. We didn't stay there, though, because there was a huge group.
It's a lot of us.
And then we went to another spot, which for respect and protection, I'm not going to say the spot. But so they did give us some love ahead of time. They were telling us to show up. Originally, we had the impression that there'd be about 12 to 15 of us.
You talking to the wrong guy. I don't know. I thought we was good.
Yeah,
I don't know how
no.
many people. To be honest with you,
Well,
I lost count after
you counted
dinner.
12. You kind of like you had like 10 at dinner.
Yeah.
I had about 4 with me, so we were like 12, 15. We did the math with what we thought.
Yeah.
We showed up to the place. It ended up being about 30 of us. Now, the place really showed us love. Again, they knew who I was from El Cristiano Tequila, of course, and everything else. And they said, "Hey, if you guys purchase 1 bottle, we'll give you a free bottle."
I remember that. Yeah.
It's your birthday. It's your brother's birthday. We're gonna have a good time. We showed up, and it was about 12:30, almost 1, and it was 30 of us. After we told him it'd be about 12 to 15, so double the size. And he respectfully said, "Hey, look, man. I know we promised you purchasing 1 bottle, you get 1 free. You're probably gonna have to purchase 2 to 3 bottles to just justify. Just to justify." They still offered us the buy one get 1 free. They were gonna match us. They're gonna give us they're gonna bless us, but just to justify the amount of space we were gonna take, because they were gonna have to give us 2 to 3 tables instead of just 1. So after figuring things out, we just respectfully said, okay, we're not gonna do this tonight. So it wasn't as bad as it wasn't a situation.
All I know is I had a great time on my birthday.
Right, you had a great time.
I'm not name dropping. I honestly probably don't even know where that place was.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
It was in West
the
Hollywood.
state I was
it's
in.
very nice. Yes.
It doesn't matter. The state I was in, it didn't matter.
From my experience, I'm gonna say that it was done very respectfully. But to go on that to say, and then we went to EPLP, fun place, great DJ. He killed
Awesome.
it. You had an amazing time.
Awesome.
Those
DJ
were the
was really
posting
cool.
that we were doing.
Yeah.
But so all that to say is nightlife in Los Angeles. Now,
Okay.
a situation like that typically can be, and Highlight Room Highlight Room just got closed. Just closed down. Just closed down.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna reopen with another brand or rebranding. Every couple of years. Tao Group's doing something. Tao is now doing their nightlife inside the restaurant. So, but Highlight Room was very, very known for going viral for this exact reason, which is basically preliminarily, I don't know what word I'm trying to use, honestly, but just pre-scanning people and saying no to certain people for certain reasons. In Hollywood nightlife and in Los Angeles nightlife, in Miami they do the same, but I don't think they do it as strict or as, how would I say it, as superficial.
Yeah.
In New York nightlife,
You love New York nightlife.
New York nightlife in the clubs. I mean, it's still not as superficial. They have a spot where everybody can walk in through the line. But a lot of these LA clubs have need to know, you're somebody, somebody, or you're spending a lot of money, or you're a hot girl, and then they're gonna let you in. But so like last time I realized, Highlight Room went viral for turning away what was 2 plus size models.
I remember that story. Yeah.
2 models and plus size models. Now,
Yeah.
how do we feel about that?
How do I?
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Like, I worked in, I threw so many night events, so many club events. Even now with concerts, I'm still throwing events. El Cristiano Tequila, I'm still, I've never been one to turn somebody away, based on race or size.
Right.
But I will turn somebody away based on behavior and what they're wearing. Because what you're wearing also signifies your behavior.
For
and
sure.
a lot of people don't realize this and don't understand that,
That's where dress codes come in.
That's where dress codes come in. But now, with fashion and the way it is, dress codes have been getting looser and looser. But at the end of the day, you still have to,
And you have to come with some type of respect or some type of fortitude.
or self-respect,
Self-respect. But I mean,
present yourself well. You're going outside in one of the top 10 cities in the world.
Yeah. I'm not a superficial guy though. I'm just not. I've never been and I've been blessed to be around some real powerful, wealthy, rich, whatever you want to call them, famous people. And I've seen both sides of the coin. I've seen, people treat people a certain way because they feel they have something over them. And I've seen these people that could treat people any way they want and no one would say nothing, but they choose to treat them like regular human beings because that's what they are, and with respect and dignity. So I think it's, it's like me. I went to, like I said, for my birthday, I went to Cicada Club and the dress code was a certain thing. If I pulled up in jeans and a t-shirt, I wouldn't expect to get in. And not because I'm black or not because I'm short or fat or tall, or it's because this is the place that I'm going and this is the code that they have. And this is how I need to present myself when entering this place of establishment. When you're going, to certain things, you have to dress a certain way. Now, if you're overweight, you can't do nothing about that. But if you're
you can
dressed,
do something about being overweight.
but you can't do nothing about it that night.
Right.
If you've been overweight for 3 months or a year or your whole life, and you want to go out tonight, you can be
presentable.
You can dress presentable and wherever you're going and get in. But to be denied because of your overweight or your skin color and all, I don't agree with that. But I do agree with certain places, dress codes and appearances do matter for that place.
But, so a lot of these places defend their reasoning with establishing a environment that is like-minded. Mm-hmm. And that is welcoming for everybody that's in the actual environment and that is in the club. And they don't really speak on turning you away for a certain reason. They just kind of emphasize on the fact that our establishment isn't for you. You know? So if you're thinking about a really high-end club in Los Angeles or anywhere in the world that's known for having celebrities, entertainers, really, really beautiful people, beautiful women, beautiful guys, and is kind of like a status symbol, right? Mm-hmm. Or known for having people that spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
Are they still in the wrong if they're telling you, hey, you aren't, like, we just can't have you inside, or you're just not for this establishment?
Yes, they're always in the wrong. They're going to be in the wrong unless that person, if they're telling you you're not for this establishment because of if they're presentable, meaning dress wise and all that, but they're fat, or they're not skinny models, or they're not what the people inside would find attractive or beautiful.
Yeah, because you got to think about everybody is inside is coming to this establishment to hang out with like-minded people. That's how they defend it. They're looking to hang out with like-minded people, other beautiful people. You go to a club, you want to be attracted to somebody who's like you, maybe in shape, and maybe is a professional, maybe is in this entertainment. Now, if these places are just like, hey, there are bars around us. There's dive bars. there are places who don't have a strict, look, or don't have a strict branding behind it. You think they're still in the wrong for telling people that?
Yeah. Make it a members only then. There you go. Problem solved.
What they kind of do by setting the price points, because you know what they do sometimes? They just say, look, they don't really turn you away, but they tell you, hey, if you're going to come inside, it's going to be $100.
There you go. If they got it, you pay to play.
And they still pay. If you pay, now, not to say, if you're in there, right? If you're a boss girl and these places, there's a bunch of beautiful, women who are, may not fit the size for these places, but, they'll pop a bottle. These girls are bosses. These girls are some of the hardest working women in the world, Let
them get in there.
Inside. They're in there. They're popping the bottle. So
now, if they act accordingly, it also goes to your point of behavior. Now, if they get in there and they hella ratchet or loud or not reading the room, and you got to get out of here. This is not the energy we on.
So that goes to say, at the end of the day, money talks.
Money talks.
Money is the universal language. If you really want to walk into any door that you might not be welcomed into,
1,000%.
And money is the one that's the universal language. That's the one you're going to be able to talk. But I don't know. If the person pays and makes their way in there, and because what was really funny about the highlight room is that they were very selective.
Yeah,
but they couldn't be selective to whoever was staying at the Dream Hotel. So if you were actually a guest of the Dream Hotel, you had access to that club,
no matter who you were,
no matter
what you look like, weight,
yeah.
all that.
Nobody know. A lot of people didn't know, and sometimes I don't know if you ever noticed when we went there, there'd be tourist people and some really Australian, European looking people, guys in a suit looking like they just left a conference.
Yeah.
And people don't really know. People are like, well, what's this guy doing in here? Like, oh, well, he's, I knew he probably was a hotel guest. So that was a cheat code that a lot of people didn't know.
But you spending bread though.
But they're spending bread.
You're spending bread to stay there.
In that hotel room.
Exactly.
That hotel room's not cheap. It's like $600 a night.
Exactly.
Sometimes. So
I better get in.
Right. So so there you go. So I don't think I think it's a gray area.
For sure. I think it's a case by case situation.
Yeah. I think it depends on the doorman.
Yeah, we know that. We know that. How's he doing, by the way? Have you seen him since?
That guy. Oh, that doorman top flight security from the highlight room. No, I don't know if he's still with them or whatever the case is.
I don't know what you did to that man, but you need to apologize.
Yeah. But man, I hate having to call somebody's boss every time I get in somewhere because they want to be rude. But I've been blessed to move around in LA where I'm just I don't care about these superficial stuff. It's my way or no way.
I like that. I respect that.
But that's why we work hard.
Work hard to play hard.
Right. Okay. So then moving on. We're moving on. There's some crazy things that's been happening in the news. You sent the same thing I sent. Did you see the puppy get jacked?
Yo, that was insane.
I would have put hands.
Gosh, that was insane. First of all, the setup was just
the person that faked the heart attack. Man, I can't wait till we get the camera guy back here so he can we're gonna start doing these lives, and we have shout out Road. They're sending me a video streamer so that way we can connect our phones or whatever we need to connect and automatically add it to the screen while we're recording so we can actually play.
Because this is, you guys,
we can do like a ridiculous type of episode. We should do a ridiculous episode once we get that where we just go over like a bunch of memes and talk about things. That you guys gotta look at it. Matter of fact, we might just repost it on Mike's Up just because it was so great. The guy faked a heart attack and sat there. And if you actually look at the video, I don't know if you notice, he's like this, and this finger is kind of like he's pointing.
I thought he was twitching.
He's pointing the guy, telling the guy to go. He's like, go.
So wait, we didn't even set this up. They're at
a pet store.
They're at a pet store.
Why? They were stealing pugs.
Oh, I think they were pit bulls.
No, bulldogs.
Bulldogs?
You know what's crazy? I think bulldogs and pit bulls kind of look the same as puppies. Imagine if they did steal pit bulls by accident. Oh my God. Horrible idea.
Puppies, though. They're all puppies in this shop.
He grabbed them by the neck, too. And that girl tackled him. He dropped them both. I felt so bad. I said, damn, this guy needs to get beat down straight up. You're going to walk into a pet store and try to steal puppies. Dog, it ain't that tough. Get a goddamn job. Get a job. Anybody who is out there stealing puppies, I'm looking at you dead in the eyes. I will personally hunt you down. Get a job. It's never that serious.
He failed miserably.
And you know what I also was thinking about? What were they gonna do with the heart attack boy? Did he not think? I'm fine. They're not gonna put two and two together? Yeah, you're fine. Well, guess what? You're an accomplice. That was.
It was a finger. It was go. They got me.
That was such a small.
But he fell hard too. Like he committed.
He might have gave himself a concussion while faking a heart attack.
He committed. I'll give him that. He committed. He
And the lady that stopped him had a puppy in her hand.
Yeah.
With one hand, stopped the guy.
The worst part about that video is the dogs how many dogs got injured and hurt and like thrown. One dog literally went head first into like a glass. And I was like, oh no. But it was just terrible.
It was crazy. So all that to say, we're going back to the news. News has been crazy. I wanted to talk about, I'll pull it up.
Era.
There is a Nike hijack. So some guys in Arizona cut a brake wire and it's for a train, which basically separates the actual
This was real?
trailer. Yeah, this is real.
Wow.
They cut the line that separates the trailer from the actual train going through Arizona. And you know, that train had 2,000 pairs of Jordans on there. And the ones that they're really talking about are what's probably going to be the shoe of the year, the Nigel Sylvester's Jordan 4 brick by brick.
Oh yeah,
it's a nice shoe.
Yeah, these are fire.
Fire shoe. So obviously this shoe's gonna probably go for $1,000 once it releases. It's probably already going for $4,000. We'll check the market right now. It's probably already going for like $1,000. It's gonna be a really hot shoe.
The retail's what, 200?
Retail's $220. They estimated it's about $500,000 that they stole from these people. $440,000. Now, the fact that they clipped the exact train with nothing but Nike shoes, nothing but these Nigel Sylvester's brick by bricks.
Yep.
And I mean, because like Nike at one point was, you know, really putting that big old "just do it" tape on their boxes, and then they stopped doing that when people's packages kept getting stolen from their doorsteps. So they did that. Now let's see the Nigel Sylvesters. They're already going for about $850, $900. So that's resale. So my thing is, call me conspiracy theorist.
All right, conspiracy theorist.
But is this marketing?
It could be, but let me ask you this: how now, since you're a market guy, how could this be marketed? What's the angle they're playing?
It creates the hype. I mean, if these guys were willing to hijack a train, and it was 11 of them, 10 of them got caught, which is what is crazy to me. I don't know what the deal is. If they get bailed out, then it adds a conspiracy, but it creates the hype. Like, for example, the pigeons. Do you know the New York City pigeons, the Nike SBs? You know those only 150 in the world. Those went down in the history of the craziest riots ever for anything fashion related, period, because they shut down New York. NYPD. You Google NYC pigeon release. They were out there with the SWAT team for 150 pairs. They did a city series pack for Nike SB. They did Tokyo, London, the pigeons, and the fourth one, Paris. All great shoes, all worth $100,000 now.
Wow.
Yeah, and when we were in high school, they were worth $5,000 each, some a little less. Pigeons are, I think, last time we sold a pair at equivalence was at $95,000.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so basically, you know, something like that is like the Galaxies when they first released, they went viral because somebody. That's why that Nike trading post that I shared. You know, Nike was doing a trading post for the new Galaxy re-release, the re-retro, where they let you trade whatever you want for the opportunity to buy that shoe. That was based on the thing where a Craigslist ad, when the Galaxies first released, somebody posted on the Craigslist, "I will trade you my car."
Oh wow!
For those shoes, and that shoe, the Galaxy at one point was worth like $3,000. It went down, down, 1,500, and then they re-released it. Now you know the old pair isn't worth as much, even though phone pauses last forever.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, like this makes that Nigel Sylvester shoe that much more, you know, of a hot shoe. I mean, they were willing to boost a train for it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Do we think this is,
I see.
You know, like, did Nike do this?
I mean, for them to go back, I mean, I went back to the 50s for my birthday dinner. They went back to the 1840s robbing trains and stuff. That's kind of impressive.
Train, yeah.
But also, yeah, it kind of does now. You seem a little conspiracy, little hype.
If you look at the train, right? Look at the train. You know how many, like, you've been stopped by a train when a train passes, like those cargo trains, right? They go nationwide.
Cars?
Like, how many of those it is? Like, it's you're talking about out of what, 100 carts, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't
Even
know.
if it was 10,
I don't
to
even
get
know.
the right one.
How many carts does a cargo train carry?
Oh, that varies. I've seen like 10. I've seen 3. I've seen 100.
What's an average? An average from 60 to 200 carts.
Yeah.
Out of anywhere from 60 to 200 of these carts, they went
the right one
for the Nike one. And you know, it's just a red one, or it didn't say Nike on the side of the cart.
Right, it's just a cart that it could have been cart 11 out of 60.
They could have went and stole a bunch of Victoria's Secret bras for all they know.
They could have stole coal. They could have stole like charcoal
Risk their
anything. Life. But yeah, it does. But that's they said how many was caught? 10 out of 11. Where's the 11?
Where's the one that's gonna bail them all out?
And when and what where did they get this info from?
What,
To know exact which cart.
Yeah, inside job for sure.
So
Whoever puts it together.
So it's like I don't know.
You guys comment in the section. What is it? Like
What?
and subscribe.
Oh, sorry. Comment comment in the section, like and subscribe. Let us know. Are we tripping? Or
Is it a
like,
conspiracy theory? Did Nike rob themselves?
but if they robbed themselves, did they really rob themselves? Ooh.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
Think about it.
Whatever.
If they robbed themselves, obviously they didn't actually lose anything. They know where it's at.
All right. All right. Well, we're gonna go to the next segment, which is what I want to talk about, which I'm very, very excited about, is the collaboration
Let's get it.
things, and that will take you right into Smitty Sports.
Smitty Sports, Smitty segment.
Smitty segment. Sorry. No,
That
that's
one.
Smitty Sports. I just did that with my foot, by the way. Smitty
Keep your legs
Sports.
crossed, man.
This was a comfortable way to sit last
I
time.
bet it was.
It's gonna
Very
be it's coming
uncomfortable
right
for
back.
our audience.
No,
I'm glad you got
I got the
yeah.
tights this time. I went running right before the show, so I had my tights on. So to lead you into your Smitty segment, 'cause
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
doing
yeah.
this week we're doing sports again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And award shows, remember?
Oh, let's go into award show before we do this.
Okay.
Let's talk about. Go ahead, lead it.
All right. So
Let's
this
talk about awards.
It's award season for anybody that doesn't know in the entertainment industry, actors, musicians. The Grammys were 2 weeks ago, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Then you had the Super Bowl, but then you have the SAG Awards, and I think the Oscars are this Sunday or next. But the
You also have all the small ones like the Weeblies, the Telly
yeah.
Awards, and all of those ones. Times Awards.
I haven't seen it at those, but I was
Oh,
talking
there's the
about.
Streamies.
Oh, I heard about Streamies. That just
Streamies.
happened too. I think.
That just happened. Did it already pass?
I think
I
it
went
just
last year.
happened.
Was it last year or 2 years ago? I went. Hopefully, we go again with Mic'd Up, the podcast.
Get it. So it was the SAG. That's what I want to talk about. The SAG Afters Award. For those out there that may not know, I am an actor, former child actor, and there's this up and coming. Well, I wouldn't even say up and coming. He's hot right now. He's the guy. He's Timothy. I'm gonna butcher his last name. Charlemagne. Not Charlemagne.
It's not Charlemagne. It's
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne. It's like London or something. It's like London.
It's a nice last name. I just can't say it properly. So if somebody in the comments let me know how to pronounce it and say it correctly, because I don't want to butcher his name. Anyway, it was a great show. Oh, NAACP Awards as well. We'll talk about that. But great show. I thought it was cool. It was great. And for people who don't know, the difference between the SAG Awards and like the Oscars is SAG Awards is literally for actors, and these awards are voted on by actors for actors, and like there's not any producer, all that. It's just actors.
I'm not too familiar with the board that votes for the SAG, but is it any SAG? No, I think you have to be on the awards board, right? You have to be on the board of directors for SAG to be able to vote, or any SAG member can vote.
SAG member, so any actor that's
So
SAG.
we can vote. You can vote.
You can vote.
I don't know. I've never looked into that. I know, like for the Grammys, for me to be able to vote and submit and to get my nomination, which I didn't get because I didn't want to pay for it. I had to join the guild.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same with the Oscars. The Oscars is
You have to join. Any award show. So those of you who aren't familiar in the business, the awards are structured by a guild of professionals who have worked hard enough to be considered, professionals and great at what they do and able to place judgment on work. And those memberships typically come with yearly fees.
like most memberships, but yeah. And it just depends on, well, at least for SAG, for me, it depends on the amount of work, things that you work with,
SAG,
percentages.
I didn't know. I didn't know that SAG people could actually vote for.
Yeah, on the SAG Awards.
That's Awards.
That's who they. That's why I think it's great. It's literally a show for actors.
It's not just people that.
No, that thinks in the fans.
It's not just the critics or it's not just the actual board. Because the Grammys, they have two things, right? They have you pay for your membership to be able to submit, and then you pay for your membership to be able to vote. You can pay for both or pay for just one. You can be part of the committee, or you could be part of just be a nominated artist.
Yeah,
that's a lot of them too.
I'm sure.
I didn't know SAG is on both.
Mm-hmm. But Yeah, to get back to the Timothy thing. So he's this new up and coming hot actor, getting all these like
I'm gonna look him
great
up 'cause I
roles.
don't really know who he is.
Yeah. He's the guy in Dune with Zendaya and all that. You'll know him when you see him. Anyway, what I want to talk about is his speech that he gave. It was very short. It was very clean.
Oh, the Willy Wonka guy.
Yeah, Willy Wonka. It was very short, or at least the part I've seen. It was very clean, to the point, respectful, and powerful. And I don't know, I can't quote him word for word, but in short, he said, look, I know a lot of people aren't supposed to talk like this, but I just want to respectfully say, I'm chasing greatness. And I look up to all the greats. Daniel Day-Lewis I have respect for. He named someone else I can't remember for whatever reason, and then he named Viola Davis. Those are the three people he named. I can't remember the second one, but if you look it up, you'll see. They're all heavyweights. They're all powerful, amazing actors. And he said, I take influence from them, I look up to them, and I want to be like them, and I want to be great like them. And I'm chasing greatness. And he said, I know this award doesn't mean I'm there yet, but it's a stepping stone to let me know I'm on the right path. And I just want to let you guys know I respect it, and I want to be one of the greats. So thank you. Again, not word for word, but that was the paraphrase of what his message was. Mm-hmm. And I just thought that was amazingly said.
What did he win?
He won Best Actor.
Best Actor.
Yeah. For he
Who nominated him?
It's part of the film. It's just he has his film that came out, so it's
he has a film. So the studio nominated him probably.
I don't know how the nominations work for SAG, but it's usually
they all work the same. The reason why I asked is because, like I said, we had a couple awards shows, and we reach out for the mic'd up the show and was like, you should submit.
Yeah,
and I was very excited about it, and I learned this with the Grammys last year, 2 years ago. I learned it multiple times, but to be able to be nominated, submit, and considered,
yeah,
it has to get paid. Yeah, submission, it has to be paid. You pay to be submitted. So realistically, almost anybody can submit for most of these awards. And then some like SAG, obviously you have to be a SAG member. You have to be a SAG certified actor to be, or like it has to be a SAG project. And I mean, but Oscars, like anybody like with and that can afford the Oscars can submit. You just have to pay all the fees and do all that kind of stuff. Just spend the bag. So that's where I think
the Oscars is Film Academy. It's the film. So any film, like you did say, you do have to pay to play. So there are fees and things to submit. But that's why there's so many independent films
pay,
that
but
win Oscars.
That's why Drake makes fun of the Grammys now and makes fun of awards, because then he realized, okay, you guys, stop handing me awards, even though I've been number one for 10 years, because I don't want to pay and you guys don't want to pay. Somebody go pay for Kendrick's. That's why he had tried to diss Kendrick about it. Like, somebody go give him a Grammy, somebody pay for it. But like, it's tough to say. Like, do you think, I know I've talked to a lot of people in my circle, in my experience, as the more I indulge in producing and the business aspect of entertainment. And I know you've been in so many movies, but once you get into that side of things, which you haven't, when you will get there, do you think it can diminish your passion or your like validation from receiving that award when you realize, when you're on like the other side? Like if you're when you're producing an independent film,
right?
You learn, like, and you're a producer, you're the PR, you're the marketer, you're all this stuff, and you learn all these avenues that you can do, and you realize, like, well, if I just have enough money, I'm there. I'm doing everything that every big movie's doing. I just have to have the money. Like, does that kind of like, how does that feel? Does that diminish your validation of that award? Does it make you now want to, like, more? Do you now think you want to search and like kind of like reach like just greatness and producing good quality content, as opposed to reaching and looking for that award and that validation? Like, or are you still doing both? Like, what do you think? I mean, I think it's like, honestly, if I had the budget for it, I would have submitted for the awards anyways. I think it would have helped my show immensely, you know?
For sure. It's a tough question to answer, but at the same time, nah, because if I grind and I get to that level where I have that money, I've done something right. I've done something that I've accomplished something that I set out to do, that hopefully I did it the right way, or what made me feel fulfilled. So when I get to that level and I'm able to, look from the other side of the table, on the other side of the coin, I don't feel empty about it. I don't feel bad. I don't feel like, oh, this isn't as good because...
We're not even so good, but yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, like the award is not as good.
Yeah, because I worked my ass up until this point to get to this, like, level. You don't get to that level overnight. You don't get to that level of looking back and paying and giving that money to get this award.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you still have to have the work to be considered.
Exactly.
Like, you can have all the money in the world, but if you just don't have the work... You're like,
exactly.
You're just not considered. It's not going to be considered for award. And then I guess this kind of goes back to it goes down to, like, I guess at this point you're just investing in yourself.
That's all it is.
Reinvesting in it.
For sure. You've been investing yourself all the way into that point.
It just I know, and I'm gonna share. You guys comment. You guys feel the same. I want to just say, and you might think the same. The only reason why there's like that small window of like realization and that small window where you kind of get into this dark abyss, because growing up and first entering the industry or the entertainment world and trying to do something, you don't think, like, you're always raised and taught not to talk about yourself, and you think you're just gonna go out, you do the job, and you do what you do, you're great, and you get the reward, and then you realize, oh, in general, it's kind of like it's all being controlled,
Yes and no. I feel like some things are controlled, but not all things. It's still a very free industry, and it's art.
It is. At the end of the day, it's nomination too. So like you don't have to, like, somebody can literally nominate you for an award. That's typically the way to go. They tell you when you fill out those forms, they ask you, are you doing this on yourself? Is it PR? Are you doing this for somebody else? Are you with a certain company? Do you own the project? Do you not own the project? They want to know what level of submission is happening. So
yeah, that definitely plays a part in it as well, because there's been plenty of projects, movies, music that just independent artists or whatever have just, what's his name? Jordan Peele. I mean, he was on Key and Peele for a long time, but that first movie, to Get Out, that blew up, that was all his money. That was him from what he'd been working in the industry.
Yeah, but he teamed. Did he win? He won awards for that show, for that movie, right?
It was nominated.
He did nominate, but he teamed
screenplay. He won.
Yeah, but he had a studio backing him, right? And a PR. He probably it was all his own money, but
no. So he shot that himself and
he
sold
shot
it.
And sold it, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is that, like, when you sell it and you team up with these, like, studios. They have a marketing, like, section, and they have a PR section, and these people make that phone call for you. Now, if he didn't sell it and he did it all independently, which a lot of people are blessed to be able to do now, thanks to the internet era that we're in, like, he would be making the phone call. Hey, Oscars, how much is it to get my movie considered, my screenplay considered? I want to. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's where it kind of takes away. Like, you've already invested $500,000, and then on top of that, you got to spend another $100,000 to submit it. You're just like, damn, this is it eats away. But then if that's why it's cool to team up with people who have that budget.
But I mean, it's also just another.
It can be discouraging. It can be discouraging when you're just like,
I get it. I just see it as another way of marketing, though.
Yeah, it is another marketing.
If your movie's being nominated in the Oscars, whether it wins or not,
you gotta invest in yourself 100%. And I agree, and I think that's a really good thing. So all right. So what we're gonna do, which I just thought, there goes Bubbles, scratching at the door.
Oh, I was like, I didn't hear.
Bubbles, stop. I gotta tell her to stop because last time you guys could hear it. So we're gonna move into things that I buy, because it's gonna actually lead into Smitty's segment.
Let's get it.
Also, comment, like, subscribe, share, and let us know if you think
comment, like,
if it's discouraging to have to self-pay or, when you do independent, how it is. You guys, a lot of people nowadays are actually entrepreneurs in this entertainment world,
I mean, a lot of people are entrepreneurs in general. It's just in a lot of industries.
Yeah, in a lot of industry, but in the entertainment world. So, okay, so things that I buy.
What'd you get, man?
Here's what I got. So first thing, just to go, hold up, I gotta show you something else. Hold on. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother opening this other one. So first thing, I had like this Walmart item I had to return, and they only gave me a gift card because I couldn't find the receipt, so I just spent the money instantly. And things that I buy. So I saw this like acrylic. I really just bought this because I wanted the acrylic box, but this is like a third-party mystery box. It's called Mystery Power Cube Pokemon. It says 3 foils guaranteed, includes 60 cards. Look for the chase foils, ultra rare. So this is like not Pokemon. Somebody put this together themselves and resold it to Walmart as a vendor.
Oh, wow.
It's the biggest scam in the world. This box is $20.
Got you.
Yeah. Well, I really like the acrylic. I'm gonna start using the acrylic for my Pokemon cards.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's 60 cards. First off, you thought the whole thing. It's not the whole thing.
Wow, it gets better and better.
It's not the whole thing.
Scamming. We love it.
It's literally this
30-30.
30-30. And then you get crap. I don't want to say crap entirely. I don't know if it is. This is called Spirit Tome. I don't know. I don't know the price. I haven't checked the pricing, but these were my 3 foils, and we had one box and you were cooking on that one. We got way better stuff than that. But I got the acrylic box and that's what I really wanted. Okay. But while I was there, so check this out. To lead into our segment, I found this. This is the Devil Fruits Collection Volume 2 for the One Piece card game. So now, I don't know if you know, but cards have been so popular now that they're making card games about everything. They have the Dragon Ball Z one, and then this is the One Piece card game. Yeah, like actual dueling, like Yu-Gi-Oh! So I thought this was cool because it is a One Piece card game, but it comes with a collection box. And this is the Fire Fruit. You haven't watched One Piece. So
I haven't watched one or two.
These are the the devil fruits.
There it is.
These are the devil fruits. This is the fire one that Ace eats. That's the one that inspired my tattoo on my shoulder. Then his other brother Sabo, who we think is dead in the beginning but isn't.
Well, if I ever do want to watch it, I know what to look for now. Thanks.
Yeah, I just spoiler alert. This is the devil fruit that gives them the fire ability. But so you get this like cool devil fruit, which I like. It doesn't come with a stand. I thought it came with a stand. Damn, I don't know how I'm gonna display this because it doesn't have a flat part. Oh, it does have a flat part. Actually, we're good.
I was gonna say it looks like it's flat.
So it comes with this devil fruit. Oh, I almost broke it. Did I break it? Oh, hold on. Okay. And then inside of it has cards.
I'm excited for you to open this. Mic'd Up is brought to you by
by Dental Hygiene. Don't use your teeth to open up tape or lose your teeth by doing things like that. Brush your teeth 3 times a day.
Right.
I prefer the Crest. Water floss. Water floss is everything. I taught you about that. Water floss is godly. Anyways, all this to say. Okay, we got it.
All right, yeah.
All this to say. How do you remember all these buttons? Turn that off. Oh, it turned off. All this to say, One Piece cards are very, very expensive now. I don't know which one this is. This is the 2 Legends ones. I don't know what the expensive ones are. We'll see when we open them.
Sure.
I got this thing in there. This is probably a promo card.
Okay.
Here, I'll give you one to open.
Okay, cool.
So you can cook. We got the sleeves. It comes with some card sleeves on it. I mean, I just like displaying cool anime stuff in my house, so I thought this was the best part.
Yeah, we get it, man. We love it. This is dope.
But all this to say, to lead into Smitty's segment that, having a hard time? The Lakers are doing a One Piece anime collaboration game on Friday.
Are they?
Yes, that's why I keep saying, guys. I keep telling you guys. I sent it to the group chat 17 times. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go.
Well, you know, it's Jesse's birthday, so tell
I know that's why I've been said. Let's go to the Lakers game on Friday, guys.
You should tell him again right now.
I am gonna tell him right now. Hold on.
I'm already opening this, by the way.
It's okay. I'm gonna open mine too. Lakers game Friday. So guys. they're doing the collaboration, the One Piece collaboration. It's really cool. Let me turn that off. It comes with a Lakers t-shirt. It's got Luffy dunking. It's got this crazy poster, which I'm gonna need. It's got like a thing. It's got this paragraph that I don't want to read right now, but a One Piece themed experience. Fans in attendance will receive a limited edition Lakers X One Piece t-shirt and a poster featuring a newly revealed artwork of the beloved show, the Straw Hat Pirates, in Lakers purple and gold. So there you go. It's got a bunch of different posters. It's got Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and this was this is the live action. I never seen One Piece before. I saw the live action on Netflix because it was done so well that it made me watch the anime.
Wait. So you never even seen the anime before seeing the live action?
Yeah, because it was like 1,000 episodes. I'm like,
it's a lot.
I don't want to. I'm a binger. I'm a committer. I just didn't want to commit to 1,000 episodes. But now I'm a huge fan. I love One Piece. It's so good. It's one of my top animes. And I'm excited about this. So I'm going to go there and get everything. And we should go. So I thought this was a perfect timing.
Who are they playing? Do you know?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I don't even care.
Well, we clearly know that from
Lakers Friday. Oh, no way. It's going to be an overpriced game.
That's what I was thinking. Who are they playing?
Guess.
Clippers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clippers, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, LA versus LA, and it's a One Piece game. Let's do this. All right, what you got?
Let's see here. I got Shishilan.
What?
Shishilan?
That's exactly what it says. So also, I don't know how many is it? 1, 2? Oh no, it just goes. It's already in the back. Okay, did you get anything in the back that's foil though? We don't have to worry about. I got Charlotte Perrier. This wins. This one. These are all blanks.
I got Pedro.
Pedro. Wow, that might be a good one. I got Zoo, and I got Snake and art. So these things are art rares. So once they have the you want
a little shiny to it.
The shinies. There's only one Pedro. I like that Pedro one. That one's mine. I need that one now for sure.
I got Charlotte Katakuri. He eating a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. So let's see. I don't know what color is your hollow.
It's Pedro.
That's Pedro. And Pedro might be an expensive one. Let's see. Hold on. All right, so moving on to Smitty's segment. Now that we gone in, you said you were talking about sports with the Lakers.
Yeah. So to keep it within the Laker realm, Luka had just played his old team tonight for the first time since being traded. How do you think he did?
$5 card.
$5? Mm-hmm. All right, making money. Let's see what this guy's doing.
He's not doing nothing. I'm not even gonna look for him. I don't even know who the character is. That's why. Okay, so
Luka played against his former team for the first time since being traded today. How do you guys think he did?
Today's Tuesday the 25th.
Tuesday the 25th.
Well, they already know.
They know.
So how did he do? I don't know how he did.
He dropped a triple-double on him.
A triple-double? Did he break 30 points? Last I checked,
he did not.
He was at 20. Him and LeBron.
He had 19.
Austin Reeves. No, he had 17, right. LeBron and Austin Reeves had 20.
Yeah. LeBron had 25, I think.
$27.
There we go.
$27. Look at that. I'm winning. All right.
There we go. But, I found it interesting that Luka's comments after the game was, yeah, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep. All right.
That was his comment after the game?
Yeah, he was like...
Is that why you were late to the show?
What?
You were watching the game?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that too. But yeah, no, I found it just like, oh, all right. I don't know. I get to the point now where I'm like, the real point I want to get to is the NBA boring now? Or am I just...
It's trending right now, too.
It's trending because of that trade. I think that's why that happened.
Is the NBA boring?
Oh, that's what's trending too?
Trending.
I think... I don't know what happened. What we got here? That looks pretty.
Mama. It looks really good, right? It looks really nice. That might be an art rare. Oh, we might just hit the jackpot.
We'll see.
All right. So you say is the NBA boring?
Is the NBA boring now?
It's trending. Man. Yeah, that's trending. That's a boring thing right now.
Everyone's nice, friendly. There's no competition. Our hope, and I may be wrong, our hope to bring it back to competition is Anthony Edwards. He's the last real one standing.
What about the Bronnies? What about the Bronze? What about the James family?
I think that'll just be entertainment.
You don't think what's the younger one's called? The younger one's name?
Bryce?
You don't think Bryce is nice?
Listen, man, he's LeBron's
I think
son,
Bronny's
just
nice
like Bronny.
too. Wow, this is a $100 card.
No.
$105.
Whoa.
Wow, we just pulled, guys.
We got another episode.
Right, my card collection is paying for these episodes' production. Yeah. So yeah, you don't think
It's too early to tell. That's all I'm gonna say. But I don't know what happened. It was, the best. I think the last best was when Curry and Bron, the finals, the Warriors, Cavs. That was exciting. That was weird.
That great.
Yeah, but it was cool. Curry was coming up. LeBron came back from a 3-1, made history. Then, of course, Curry and them, and then Kevin Durant came over. He had no business in that, but whatever. He hopped in, got his ring. Whatever. It was entertainment enough because you were hoping and praying that the Warriors would lose because they were stacked. LeBron was still going up against this, da-da-da. There's no storylines anymore. Everyone's friendly. Everything's cool.
Well, that's the truth. But also you got to remember though, like, I don't know how the NBA, if the NBA wants to get into that too much more, because there was some serious racism happening between Larry Bird and Magic Johnson.
Well, I'm not going that far back. I'm talking about even, like I said, just the LeBron Curry thing was at least competitive enough. Even before that.
I saw a post actually. Somebody just went off on Stephen A. Smith about that. Did you share that, or did I just see that at random? Or somebody was saying like some NHL commenter. He's like the Stephen A. Smith of the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
And he's yelling at Stephen A. Smith saying that we need to start holding players accountable. You need to start showing up wanting to play at the All-Star game. You need to start suiting up. You need to start actually being a professional athlete, being the great athlete that you are, instead of just collecting the check and looking pretty.
I mean, that's.
Did you see the same video?
I didn't see it, but I think I've heard about it, and they're not wrong in my opinion. It's. I just missed the competition.
Yeah.
You don't gotta hate the guy. You don't gotta fight. You don't gotta. But the competition of like, and that's why I said Anthony Edwards is our last hope. He's the only one that he doesn't seem like he doesn't care who you are, as long as you're not. If you're on his team, great. If you're not, then get out the way or just get it all,
Yeah.
There's a documentary on Netflix called Court of Gold, and it was about the Olympics last year. Ooh, okay. And, Anthony Edwards made the Olympic team, but he's young or whatever, and he's a big KD fan.
They went for their neck during the Olympics, though.
Yeah.
They went for everybody's neck. You had Curry shushing the entire
France world. Yeah,
France world telling them to go to sleep.
Yes. Yeah, and he put him to sleep.
But
that was against other countries, and it's like, cool.
We're not bringing that back home.
We're not, and I don't understand it. I don't understand. Anthony Edwards is the only one. There's a scene in that documentary where he's talking to Obama, our former president.
Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, as if he's just some dude on the street. Like, yeah, I'm the truth. I told this and that, and I'm like,
he's great.
This guy,
all of his interviews are amazing, by the way.
Yeah, because he's real.
He kills them.
He just
kills them all. He's so good.
Doesn't care. But I don't know, man. I just think the NBA is boring now, and hopefully, I feel like that's why this Luka trade went down, get some ratings and viewings, and I think it's happening. But I don't know. Can the Lakers win it all? Will that be enough to bring the NBA back, or are we just in it for the 15-minute run and hype? I don't know.
Guess we'll see when we get there on Friday. I'm gonna be betting.
You're gonna bet?
I'm gonna bet on the game.
What are you gonna bet?
I don't know, $100.
No, I mean, what are you gonna bet?
Oh,
like player
Luka,
props or
yeah, I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do the Lakers. I'm gonna do a parlay. Lakers win.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron plus 30. Austin Reeves plus 20. Luka plus 30. Those odds are gonna be crazy. And watch me hit
Against the Clippers?
against the Clippers.
Kawhi's not playing.
You know what I'm sick and tired of with the Clippers is Kawhi.
Yeah.
And all of them. They don't
Should he hang it up?
Yeah, I mean they just don't show up. I don't know why, but he just doesn't play. He doesn't play. He takes it off. All kinds of stuff. I
Well,
don't know.
he's injured apparently. His knee.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's been his knee the
I don't pay
last
attention
few
enough,
years.
honestly, to really.
I get it, but for you not to pay attention enough and know that he doesn't show up will let you know right there.
Yeah, I know for a fact he doesn't play. That's one thing.
And it's been years now. So he's just collecting a check, and I don't know, man. I think they should maybe it's the Clipper curse.
I've never heard of a Clipper curse, so I've heard of an Adidas curse.
Never heard the Clipper curse?
No, what's the Clipper curse? You know what the Adidas curse is, though, right?
Whoever signs there gets injured.
And their career just kind of just
Phases out.
fades out, and it's always like, T-Mac was supposed to be way better than Kobe, and Kobe actually like almost had a career-ending injury when he was Adidas, and then he left and Nike and through the roof. And, there's the Adidas curse. I mean, with a constant injury and all that kind of stuff. I mean, James Harden. I mean, hasn't done nothing, but he also hasn't like had a career-ending injury or an injury that changes his entire play.
True.
But I don't know. What is the Clippers curse?
They just can't get out of the
First
can't get
round?
to the they can't get to the finals. That's the curse. They
Went to the almost to the finals, right? Last time. They finally got out the first round. I remember there used to be a first round.
I think they've only got to the second round. I don't know if they've ever got to Western.
They got to Western Conference. I
Did
think.
they?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. I think they got. Comment if you guys catch it before me. So people in the comments can see it. Western Conference. Finals Clippers. I think they did. Yeah, in 2021 against the Suns.
Oh, that's when the Suns lost to the Bucks.
2021, yeah, and they went to the Suns and they lost.
Oh, that's right. That was a tough year because they were supposed to beat the Suns apparently, and yeah. So that's the curse. Clippers just can't get to the finals, I guess. And they have, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin. They've had a stacked team for a while. The team right now is technically stacked, and they just.
I mean, is Paul George still there?
No, he's in Philly.
How out of loop I am.
No, he just went there this year, like to Philly. This is his first year in Philly.
He's in Philly. He just left this year. Okay, then.
But they're not doing good either, and it's terrible. So
they have a boy who I don't know why still has a job.
Embiid?
Oh no, not Embiid.
The coach?
No, they traded him. Ben Simmons. Where does he play? In Brooklyn.
No, he was in Brooklyn, but he recently he's on the Clippers. I think he's on the Clippers now. I think they just signed him.
That's why they're not doing
No,
good.
they just signed him. He's not even played a game.
How does this guy keep getting signed?
Yeah, I know.
Everybody in every team he plays for literally says this guy doesn't show up to practice, doesn't put no effort, doesn't care about nothing. He's a Clipper.
He's a Clipper, yeah.
Announced after third Clipper game. Wait, what did he say? He said Lou makes Ben Simmons announcement. I don't think he's playing though. I think they just benched him.
No, he just got there, bro. I don't think he's even
This is
played
the
a
thing.
game.
I don't even know how this guy gets signed. He send his ass to China. Realistic. I've heard enough people complain about this guy. Have you seen? He went trending on social media too.
For what?
For being lazy. He was shooting shots at like models. He kept shooting shots at models and celebrities and Instagram, and all of them were like literally responding to him. Shouldn't you be in the gym putting up shots? Shouldn't you be working on your game?
That's hurtful.
Shouldn't you be going to practice? Like there is a trend. Like the internet's undefeated. They have a bunch of screenshots of this guy just getting hardcore curved, where they're just exposing his career,
His work ethic or
his
lack
work
thereof.
ethic. Yeah. So I'm surprised that he's still signed and still playing. Still has a jersey.
I don't know, man. He might be doing literally just enough to stay in the league.
I think he's still also tall, right?
Yeah, he's like 6'10".
7 feet wingspan. 6'10", 7 foot wingspan.
They were calling him the next Braun.
Was he that good in college?
Yeah, he was pretty solid, and he was left-handed. So,
but like, was he like? I've seen him play. He literally like walks. Yeah. He doesn't look like he looks like he doesn't look like he has any motivation.
That's probably exactly what it is. That's probably well said. But
yeah, he looks like somebody who just suffered an extreme loss in life and just lost the motivation,
the urge,
the will to just keep he's just passing through life. Yeah, I don't know. But I heard he's having an amazing time off the court.
How could you not?
I mean, his salary is 40 million USD in 2025. So yeah.
How can you not have a good time off the court? You got money in the bank, and you're not playing.
Is there anything else we want to touch on today's episode before we?
I think I'm good. How about you?
I'm pretty good. We'll plug in some stuff. Sorry, one of my friends he's doing a release for his gallery.
Oh, nice. Gallery release friendships. We like those.
Yeah. So his name's Fern. You guys ever 24 karat Fern on Instagram? Let me just tell you, he's actually really, really good. He's a 24K Fern. I strongly believe he created a character that looks just like Stitch, and I strongly believe that they stole that from him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, that's the likeness for sure. I mean, he's the guy's an animator. He's a drawer. He's really, really talented as an artist. All right, so plugging up some stuff. If you guys haven't seen, I did dye my hair blonde again. We have the Son of May hats releasing soon. We're probably doing an in-store event.
There you go.
You know, I have these ones. I'm gonna plug up. I'll pull this one up.
What was it? Oh, there you go. Devil fruit.
All right, so they come in 4 different. So these are all numbered. There's only 50 of each hat. Son of May, if you guys don't know, is a new high-end brand dropping soon. Or it's actually already dropped. You can shop for it at Equivalence, but it's gonna have a nice online presence. Son of May's high-end, really expensive, well factory made, good fabrics. These are bespoke suede hats. You want to touch it? Make sure.
Oh wow.
Yeah, every single one of these hats are handmade.
Yeah,
they're suede. You have the New York Yankee. I actually designed this 3 years ago before the Yankees and the Lakers and the Dodgers played in the World Series. I added the World Series because they made it to the World Series.
Did you wear it during the World Series?
No, they weren't ready yet.
Dang.
It took forever to get these made because the hats are literally made by hand. So hats took forever to be made. These are $88. They are an expensive hat, but the quality's there.
No, it feels like $88. So that makes sense.
It feels more. I just don't want to be too crazy. I don't think I have the presence right now to sell a $200 hat like a Mary.
Yeah.
So you have NY with the star, then you have the cross with New York City, and then you have LA with the cross, and then you have LA with the star, or David, of course. And the whole Son of May is based on like my dual upbringing, where one side is Christian, one side is another race, one side is Jewish, and me being a Gemini. So I kind of like mirror everything with both sides. 'Cause I think the world's so split. So I split it inside the brand.
That's dope.
The same way I split inside. That's where the inspiration for all my designs come from.
Love that.
So it's Son of May by Michelangelo, of course, in Los Angeles. So it's got the stitchy on the side. It's got the World Series patch on the right side. Again, suede. Real suede too, by the way.
It's real suede. I touched it. It's really nice suede.
If you're worried about it being white, we do have the quick suede brush, so you can just clean it really well.
And you should get it
Those
now.
will be released on sonofmay.com when they drop. I will probably release a couple of them at Got Soul this Saturday.
Come
I
through.
will be at Got Soul this Saturday with the New York Era Relief, accepting donations for fire victims and selling a bunch of shoes from Equivalence. And LA Marathon coming up, so make sure you donate to the charity. We're running for charity. Daniel's doing the 5K.
Walking for charity is great.
Yeah, you can walk for it. Just do it. Did you actually finally sign up or no?
You sent it a long time ago. I think I did. I can't remember.
I don't think so. Double check.
Send it again?
Yeah, I'll send it again. But if you do, make sure you guys post. Make sure you post. Share your link. Go donate to Daniel. He's running for the kids.
Daniel love the kids.
Anything you want to plug up?
Yeah, man.
You okay?
Icy hot. You need. Nah, man. I ain't got nothing to plug up this week except enjoy your life. Another year of life, man. I made it. Another year of life. That's what I got to plug up. I'm grateful, blessed, happy, and healthy.
Dope.
All I got to say.
That's all you could want, right?
Honestly, I mean, you can want a couple of more M's in the bank, but
Yeah.
now.
But if you're alive and healthy, you have the opportunity. Hey, Jinx, you owe me a car.
Opportunity.
Tesla.
You consider that as everything. You went Tesla? That's crazy.
I want like a daily driver.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right, and then of course, shout out El Cristiano Tequila.
Yeah, man.
Drink responsibly and religiously.
Drink responsibly and religiously. Jesus turned water into wine. So
He did turn water into wine. Everything's in the bio. Guys, make sure you
like and subscribe.
Till next week, I am Michelangelo Falcon.
And I am Daniel, a.k.a. Smitty the Boy Smith.
And you can find us at youtube.com/33sounds or any of your podcast listening place, because this is Mic'd Up, the podcast. And we're here with the boom.
Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Put
Every
on your
Wednesday,
calendars.
7 p.m. It's going to be released.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Until next week.